Everyone is talking about France. Everyone is talking about England. Some people still believe Brazil will finally return to the top. And then there's Argentina, the reigning world champions. But what if all of them are distracting us from the real story? What if the team most likely to win FIFA 2026 isn't the one dominating headlines? What if the future world champion is hiding in plain sight, right in front of us, and almost nobody sees it? Because every World Cup follows a pattern. Before the tournament begins, the football world becomes obsessed with the obvious favorites, the superstars, the big names, the giant football nations. But history tells us something fascinating. The team that eventually lifts the trophy is often the team that was quietly building something special long before everyone noticed. And right now, one nation is following that exact path. A team with world-class talent, a team with a clear identity, a team entering its prime at exactly the right moment. And by the end of this video, you might realize that the future champion of FIFA 2026 has been hiding in plain sight all along. Let's begin. Football fans love hype. We always do. Before every World Cup, there are a few teams everyone talks about. The favorites, the giants, the obvious choices. But history rarely rewards the obvious. In 2010, few people predicted Spain's era of dominance. In 2014, Germany's project had been building quietly for years. In 2022, Argentina arrived with momentum and belief that many underestimated. The lesson? World Cups are not won 4 weeks before the tournament. They're won years before it, through planning, development, chemistry, identity. And if we apply that lesson to FIFA 2026, one team begins to stand out.
Let's start with France. Incredible talent, possibly the deepest squad in world football. But talent alone doesn't guarantee trophies. The pressure will be enormous, the expectations even bigger. Then there's England. Every tournament begins with hope. Every tournament ends with disappointment. Until they prove otherwise, doubts remain. Brazil, always dangerous, always talented. But recent tournaments have shown that talent without balance isn't enough. Argentina, world champions. But defending a World Cup is one of the hardest tasks in football history. Every champion eventually faces decline. Every dynasty faces transition. The favorites all have weaknesses, and that's why this hidden contender becomes so interesting. Now here's where things get interesting. Because this team isn't rebuilding, they're not relying on one superstar. They're not chasing an identity. They've already found it. Their squad is balanced, young enough to improve, experienced enough to compete, hungry enough to believe. And unlike many rivals, their best years may still be ahead of them. That's a terrifying combination. Because World Cups are often won by teams entering their peak, not leaving it. And this team is approaching that peak right now. Look across the squad. Elite defenders, creative midfielders, explosive attackers, players competing at the highest level of European football. More importantly, they've grown together. The chemistry is real. The understanding is natural. The belief is growing stronger every year. That's how great teams are built. Not overnight, not through headlines, but through years of development. And that's exactly what's happening. While the football world focuses on yesterday's champions, this team is quietly preparing for tomorrow. Timing matters, more than most fans realize. A team can be too young, a team can be too old. But occasionally, everything aligns perfectly. The players reach their physical peak. The manager understands the squad. The tactics become second nature. The confidence reaches its highest point. That's when champions emerge. And FIFA 2026 may arrive at exactly the right moment for this nation. Not too early, not too late, perfectly timed. Here's the scary part. Most people still aren't talking about them. That means less pressure, less scrutiny, less expectation. History shows that pressure destroys more teams than talent ever does. When every nation expects you to win, every mistake becomes a crisis. But when expectations are lower, freedom appears. Players perform naturally, confidence grows, momentum builds, and momentum can change everything at a World Cup. So who is it? Which team fits all the signs? Which nation has the talent, the age profile, the chemistry, the momentum, and the perfect timing? The answer may surprise some people. Because while everyone is watching the traditional giants, one team has quietly become one of the most complete squads in world football, a team capable of beating anyone, anywhere, on any day. And if their development continues, FIFA 2026 could become their defining moment. The team hiding in plain sight could very well be Spain, or perhaps Portugal, maybe even another emerging giant. The important point isn't the name, it's the pattern, and the pattern suggests that the next champion may not be the team everyone expects. Football has always rewarded those who see the future before everyone else, before Spain dominated, before Germany conquered the world, before Argentina lifted the trophy in Qatar. The signs were already there. Most people simply missed them, and right now, the signs are appearing again. Somewhere in world football, the future champion is preparing, improving, growing stronger, hiding in plain sight. The question is, have we already found them? Or will FIFA 2026 surprise us all once again? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Golden Boots Media for more football stories, analysis, and documentaries. And now I want to hear from you. Which team will win FIFA 2026? Who is hiding in plain sight? Let me know in the comments below.